I'm your Sanibel community correspondent, Anvar Ruziev, and with new tariffs being imposed on imports from Mexico, restaurant owners on Sanibel, who have already gone through so much, are getting ready for yet another hurdle: rising food costs.
According to the USDA, nearly 40% of all vegetables and about 60% of all fruit in the U.S. is imported. More than half of those imports come from Mexico, and soon they'll be hit with a 25% tariff. For restaurants, that means higher costs and tough decisions.
We probably won't raise our prices. We'll probably sit where we are, because how much more can you make somebody pay for food?
Ron Rich, general manager of Mudbug, says that they source most of their produce locally. But if prices climb, it will cut into their profits.
You can only pass it on to the consumers so much, and then you sort of have to just bite the bullet and say, hey, I'll make a little less money than I should, but hopefully the restaurant will survive and keep going.
But according to FGCU's director of hospitality, many restaurants already operate on thin profit margins.
You go and you spend $100 for dinner, you think, wow, that's a lot of money for dinner. The restaurateur, once they pay all their costs, may only be putting $7 of that $100 into their pocket.
While some owners may have to raise prices, others are finding creative ways to cut costs, like growing their own produce.
We're starting to look into, grow some of the smaller things, some of the herb stuff like basil and parsleys and stuff like that. We'll start growing that actually here on the property.
Juno says food costs have already been rising, and the Bureau of Labor Statistics reported that grocery prices jumped another 0.5% in January alone.
And the 25% tariffs on Mexico imported produce will go into effect on April 2nd. Reporting from Sanibel, Anvar Ruziev, Fox 4.